Hey, it's Camo for Nashville Access, here on Nashville Access Facebook Live on Music Row at the Pie Wagon. And you're not here, so we're missing you, but if you're on Facebook Live, then don't worry about it. We got a cool guest today, Brady Seals. Hey.
How you doing, man?
It's good to see you again.
Great to see you too.
Brilliant career at Little Texas, brilliant solo career. Then we haven't heard from you for a while. And now you're back and you've got a really cool new project in Franklin, Music City Pickers Live.
Yes, it's yeah, we're very thrilled about it. You did miss Hot Apple Pie though.
Oh
2005.
yeah, that's right, Hot Apple Pie.
At least I made a little resurgence for
I
a second.
have those songs.
But after that, you know, I did another little solo thing called Playtime. And then I went into the guitar business. I opened a shop called Music City Pickers in Franklin, Tennessee. And I think I started that in 2011. And just had a ball, because every day was Christmas. You know, all kinds of cool guitars would come in. And I guess it was probably about 6 months or a year ago, something like that, I started writing a lot again. And started doing some shows with my friend Gordon Kennedy, and all of that kind of morphed into doing a new songwriter series kind of thing over at the factory at Franklin, at the Little Brick Theater called the Music City Pickers Live, and it's cool. Yeah.
You know, I saw you a few months ago. I think it was back in April, out in White Bluff, doing an event out there with Porter Powell, Little Texas buddy.
Yeah.
Is he going to be a guest eventually?
Oh yes, yeah, we've already got him booked. I think that it's December the 1st, I think.
Cool.
But it's him, Sonny Lemaire from Exile,
I just talked to him a couple weeks
and
ago.
Paul Jefferson.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Hilljack, I think was the group that he was in. But yeah, that'll be a great show too.
So what can people expect coming out of Music City Pickers Live? Is it going to be like a songwriter round that they would hear anywhere around town, or is it kind of a songwriter round on track?
Well, it is kind of a songwriter round on crack, for sure. No, I mean, I think really what we've tried to do is call our friends, you know what I mean? Call our really great songwriter friends to do some great shows. What happens is every night we have 2 shows. One is from 6 to 7:30, and then we turn the house.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and then we do another show, kind of like the Bluebird does.
Yeah,
you know, the Bluebird Cafe here in town, they do the same kind of thing, to where one round will happen, and then they turn the house, and then a whole other round happens. So our first show is November the 3rd, and the first show will be me, Gordon Kennedy, and Larry Stewart from Restless Heart.
Sweet.
Which is going to be awesome. I'm a huge Restless Heart fan. Little Texas was just, you know, like, oh my gosh, you know.
But you guys, Little Texas kind of came off the back of Restless Heart.
That's
So
right.
Restless Heart came in kind of in the mid-'80s, and
That's
you
right.
guys were in the early '90s.
Yeah, it was kind of like, you know, the Eagles, Little River Band kind of stuff morphed into Restless Heart. Restless Heart morphed into Little Texas kind of deal, you know what I'm saying? But now the second show, which I'm so excited about, is me, Gordon Kennedy, and Ricky Skaggs.
No way.
Yeah, the mega picker, you know. So we're just thrilled to death to have such a wonderful opening night.
That's going to be great. And the factory in Franklin is a really cool place.
Oh, it's super cool. What's so cool about it is that if you're going to go out like on a date night or something like that, you go and it's like all inclusive.
You can shop, you can eat, and then come and see.
Yeah, it's got a wonderful restaurant called Sapphire, which is one of our sponsors. It's just incredible food. You know, there's great coffee there. Honest Coffee is a place. But there's all this really cool music stuff that's happening there. There's like a vinyl record shop there, which is cool. They got old antique shops. But on Wednesday nights, I think is Music City Roots.
Yeah,
which is Jim Lauderdale's. I think he hosts that event, and that's like more of like a Americana kind of vibe.
It is. I was out there to see James House a few months ago, and Man, I mean, that's a great night. So
Oh yeah.
Franklin has really taken off. It's stealing Nashville's thunder in a lot of ways.
Well, and you know, I mean, when we first opened our guitar shop, we opened it on like right off of Music Row over here, where White Wave Cleaners used to be, back behind Taco Mamacita. But we opened our shop there for a year, and then we went over to Soundcheck, where it's famously known as the place where all of Nashville got flooded. All the great gear, Vince Gill stuff, Keith Urban stuff, Brad Paisley stuff, my stuff.
A lot of tears.
Right. But we were over there for a year. But, you know, I live in Franklin, and I thought, you know, first of all, I don't want to fight the traffic. And I opened this shop in Franklin. It's a destination spot, you know, and because there's so many artists, writers, producers, managers,
all out there.
They're all out in Franklin, you know, and it's kind of like the Christian contemporary world as well. There's a lot of Christian contemporary artists out there as well.
I hope this Music City Pickers Live goes really well for you. It
Well,
sounds like a blast.
I'm hoping.
The caliber, I mean, when you get a guy with like Ricky Skaggs, the kind of talent that he has, and even though you're in a really high category of talent, do you ever just watch a guy like him and say, that's it, I'm done?
Yeah, I mean, Ricky is, like I said, he's like the mega picker. He's the quintessential. When you look under picker, he's the dude. You know, I mean, he can play anything. You know, I've never actually had the pleasure of meeting Ricky before, other than just maybe passing it, like the backstage of Grand Ole Opry or something. But Gordon, the guy that's going to be hosting this thing with me, is real good friends with Ricky, and produced one of his last records called Mosaic, which is like a Christian kind of record, but it's very deep and very, very awesome. It's so super cool. So that was Gordon's call. He was like, he said, I think I know somebody that can open this thing. I was like, yes, you know. So, yeah.
I know, and I used to play steel guitar, and we would go to the steel guitar conventions in St. Louis. And back in the day when you had Buddy Emmons and Lloyd Green and Curly Chalker and all those heavy hitters, and you'd show up there and just watch them play, and that's it. I'm turning my strings and I can't do this.
Yeah, I mean, some of those guys' chops and licks are just so incredible. And, you know, we wanted to be able to give Franklin a stage for these artists, you know, singer-songwriters, pickers. I'm trying to get like a guitar night, you know, where we have some of the guitar greats around town to do their thing. Maybe have a house band or something like that, and get the guitar players up to do like instrumentals, like Steve Wariner, and you know, and then do like the rock side as well, like the Adrian Blues and the Steve Lukather, because they're all here. Exactly. You know, so if you're listening, call me. You know, we'll see if we can make this thing happen. You know.
Now let's go back and talk about Little Texas. You guys just blew up the charts, and I remember you telling a story about I think it was a porter's son being born. You all went to the hospital, and you're all dressed like you were for a show. It was like bicycle shorts and cowboy boots, and the nursing staff didn't know what to think of y'all.
That's so hilarious. Well, you know, it was such a cool time in music right then. Everybody seemed to be happy.
You know, was making money.
Everybody was making money. You know, it was, you know, back then people actually paid for music. You know, which is kind of sad these days that it's not, but it is what it is. But no, I mean, it was awesome, man. I mean, we had six. I was with Little Texas for 6 years. One of the original founding members. Co-wrote most of the hits. Like What Might Have Been, God Bless Texas, My Love, Kick a Little, Amy's Back in Austin.
So basically the greatest hits album is yours.
Well, no, listen, I'll tell you, me, Porter Howe, and Dwayne O'Brien were the three main writers. Listen, I am so thrilled and so blessed to have had that as a part of my life. You know?
When you played God Bless Texas, people still know that song and go crazy for it. So I think Little Texas is just about as popular as they were.
Well, it's crazy because not long back, I think that Rick Perry danced to God Bless Texas on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I know George W. Bush, every time when he would walk into a room back for his inaugural campaign kind of thing, they'd play God Bless Texas, you know. And I think that somebody did an interview on him one time or whatever, and God Bless Texas was his top 10 on his iPod.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the President of the United States, you know what I'm saying?
Whether you agree with the politics or not,
Exactly.
it's still pretty cool. Yeah.
It's still cool, you know, and so yeah, you know, and Ford used that forever and ever and ever. They basically changed it to God Bless Texas to Ford is the best in Texas, right? You know, and I think that they still play it. You know?
Wow.
I'm still getting checks.
That's right. A lot of people aren't.
I know, that's for sure. That's for sure.
And then, so you split from Little Texas. You were the first to go.
Yes.
Did you ever look back when you did that and just do that and think, what was I thinking? Or was it at a time in your life where you just needed to do that and find your own way?
Yeah, I had to go. I had to go, you know. I tell you what it was for me, it was burnout.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, I was the youngest guy in the band. But I think what it was for me was we were working nonstop.
Yeah, you were at every award show. You were constantly touring. You were the hottest thing going. So that's
the year before I left, we were out on the road 322 days that year, and we made a record, right? So we were out on the road doing pre-production stuff. You know, backstage, we had like the rack of like ADAX, you know, and we would do like pre-production of our songs and stuff, and we would do that in the green room, you know, while we were out. I think we were out on the road with Clint Black at the time. But then when we would get home, the guys would go back to their wives or their new houses or whatever, and I would still work. I was still, because I was the guy who was kind of the dude that was like, hey man, you make the track, you know. So I never really got a break. And I'll never forget, I was backstage of Grand Ole Opry, and we had just been informed that we were going to go out and do yet another summer fair tour when we were supposed to have it off, before we were going to go out and co-headline a tour with Tim McGraw. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't do it. I cannot do it. And I laid my foot down. I said, boys, I can't. I said, I have to have at least a month off to clear my head. And it caused some tension in the band. And I'll never forget having, like, I didn't know what it was, but it was an anxiety attack, you know, at backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. And the girl that I was seeing at the time or whatever had to take me to the ER because I was so bad off. And, you know, I thought I was just going insane or I had something wrong with me. I didn't know, you know. Of course, back then they just called it a nervous breakdown.
Which always looks good on the resume.
Right, yeah, it looks great, you know. So, but it was just burnout, man. It was just, I literally didn't know what was going on. And it was time to stop.
Yeah. So you started your solo career. You put out some great hits.
It was a really interesting time because when I left, as the old saying goes, I didn't have a pot to pee. You know, I didn't have anything. I didn't have a deal on the horizon. Zip. You know, going from a lot of money to no money kind of deal. So, but anyway, I just started writing, you know, and recording after I'd gone through some crazy head stuff. But I started doing it again, whatever, and luckily Jim Ed Norman with Warner Brothers, same label with Texas. He said, "Man, come on in, play me what you got," and I did. And he said, "Let's do it," you know, and hooked up with a manager and then hooked up with Rodney Crowell.
Yeah, there are worse guys you could hook up with.
Much, you know, and but once I hooked up with Rodney Crowell, everything changed for me. My artistry got deeper, you know, just learning from him, talking with him, and he kind of mentored me through some hard times. And that first record was called The Truth, and we released the first song with Winona Judd called Another You Know What I Mean. And we come out of the box screaming. It was great. I think we sold 100,000 singles out of the box. But Warner Brothers drug their feet and didn't release the record until 3 months later, and lost all of the momentum. You know, so you know we had a hard time kind of getting back up on our feet again. We made one more record that wasn't so successful, and I had to take a break again.
It wasn't commercially successful, but it was a great record.
Thanks.
I mean, lyrically, vocally, it was really strong. And now that you mention the Rodney Crowell influence,
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
Well, you know, and Rodney brought all of these great heavy hitters in. I mean, you know, I was doing stuff with Vince Gill, Max Carl of 38 Special, Timothy B. Schmidt, Baylor Fleck, Michael Rhodes, and you know, Winona Judd. I mean, the list is Stuart Smith, who later became the guitar player for the Eagles.
Yep.
You know, so it was a huge, huge blessing for me. Whether it was a hit or not, it was a hit for me because it really, really helped me know who I was. You know, it was great.
So then you took a bit of a break again, and then Hot Apple Pie, and you had a couple really cool songs.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was. I had been out on the road with several, what I thought were just incredible musicians. Mark Mateka, who had played with Charlie Daniels for years, and Sons of the Desert. And then Trey Landry, who was from Louisiana, played with all the greats like Wayne Toops and Joel Sonnier and all
the first person I've ever heard named Wayne Toops in an interview, and I love Wayne.
Oh, Wayne Toops is the best. He cut one of my songs a long time ago, yeah. But anyway, I've always been a Wayne Toops fan, you know. And so we three got together, and we're just, you know, just playing, and we're like, man, we need a bass player. We need a bass player, you know. And through the grapevine, somebody told Keith Horn about us. Of course, I don't know if you know Keith or not, but Keith Horn, in my opinion, is one of the best bass players alive today. He's so fantastic. He plays it upside down, like that, right there. See, turns it upside like that, and he plays it that way. Plays the bass that way. But he was a 3-time Virginia flat picking champion. He come to Nashville to be a steel player, but plays the bass like you would not believe. And so when he came into the band, it just made sense. It was like done. This is Hot Apple Pie. And again, you know, we were working with Richard Landis, James Stroud, which I worked with back in the day with Little Texas, and we had Scott Borchetta on the DreamWorks team, and you know, which I rode Harleys with him back in the Little Texas days, and I'm thinking, my gosh, this is the dream team.
Yeah.
We actually have a shot, you know, and we came out of the box screaming, and we sold more. I think we broke a Nielsen SoundScan history thingamajig, and I think more country records sold by a group in history or something like that, or whatever. We come out screaming. About halfway up the charts, Scott Borchetta left to go start Big Machine with Taylor Swift.
And nobody knew what to do with it.
Nobody knew, you know, and but basically, it was just chaos. You know, nobody knew which way was up. There was too many cooks in the kitchen, and really, when we got done with that record, they moved us over into the Universal /NCA /whatever, you know, all these kind of things, and they all were fighting over us. And we're like, well, this is great.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter was, when we finally did end up with Universal, I knew that after James Stroud left, it was only a matter of time before they got this. And that's what happened.
That's too bad because it has a really cool sound. And it was almost like Little Texas, but having fun and not taking yourself too seriously.
No, we certainly did. Yeah, yeah, and I mean we did, you know, and we tried to really, really bring integrity to the song. We played on everything that we recorded. To this day, it's been my most proud moment, you know, as a creative project. Sure.
So how do you end up doing that to opening up a guitar store?
Well, truthfully, it was just out of necessity, you know, because my wife and I, Lisa Stewart, which back in the day, she had a big career as well, and we met, married during the hot apple pie days and so on and so forth, and we decided to have a baby. And we had a little boy, and when I saw that little boy, I did not want to go out on the road ever again. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, I got to see this boy being raised, you know. I got to go with him to Taekwondo, you know. And so I thought, okay, what am I going to do, you know? And one day I was just selling some stuff from the garage. I've always been a gearhead. And put some stuff up on eBay. And I thought, I wonder if I could like buy and sell just locally, you know. And because I still had some royalty checks coming in, thank God, you know. But they were starting to dwindle too, you know. So I'm thinking, well, we'll see. And sure enough, I did. I started buying and selling, and it worked. And I was like, wow, I actually know more about this than what I thought, you know. And I got my hands on every single vintage guitar magazine I could possibly get my hands on. All of the blue books, you know, for instruments, knowing what things were worth. And at the time, I had a business partner, and this is a really cool story. We went and did some buying shows where we would come into town. We would advertise before we would get there, just like gold buyers. Yeah. Like they would come into like a hotel room and a whole thing or whatever, and people would line up and they'd come in, and that's when we bought guitars. Well, I did a show up in Lexington, and a friend of mine, old drummer friend of mine, said, "Hey man, there's this girl that's going to stop by that she claims that she's got Keith Whitley's guitar." I said, "Are you kidding me? Have her come by, you know." Well, so she came by, and it was an acoustic case with a little Martin Sigma in it, which is not like a great guitar, but ironically enough, the Martin Sigma that Keith had was a pretty rare Sigma. But anyway, it had Keith Whitley written on the top, and it had a baggage claim thing on there with Keith Whitley and his phone number and everything. And I told the girl, I said, "Listen, the case is worth more than the guitar because I know that the case is Keith Whitley's. I don't know that the guitar is. If you can prove that the guitar is Keith Whitley's, I'll buy that." Well, so she left and called back like within an hour or whatever and said, "Hey, go check out a YouTube thing of Keith playing the Martin Sigma on whatever." Sure enough, he's playing that Martin Sigma, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." I said, "Come on back down and I'll buy it from you." Well, so she came back down, and I bought it. Paid a pretty hefty fine for it. And my partner at the time, he was more of like a Grateful Dead kind of guy. He's like, "Who's Keith Whitley, man?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like the Kurt Cobain of country music. You know, Keith Whitley's like the dude. He's a legend. He had no idea who he was. So I paid this big and hefty lump. He was like, "Are you dude, this is way too much money. I said, no, it's not. And so anyway, so I bought the guitar, and I called my publicist, and I said, listen, we're going to put this thing up on eBay for X amount of dollars, and you know, we need to put it in Music Row magazine. It's the lost piece with the guitar. Well, sure enough, she started doing her thing, whatever, and she called a friend of hers. Well, a friend of hers called her back and said, I've got an artist who will buy the guitar right now for your asking price. So sure enough, the next day, she come in, wrote a big check, handed and bought the guitar. She said, I can't tell you who it is at this point. I was like, okay, you know. I was dying to know who bought the guitar. 2 weeks later, on the Grand Ole Opry, Chris Young sang Don't Close Your Eyes, singing with that guitar. From that moment on, I knew that I wanted to buy and sell guitars.
That's really
It was awesome. The full circle of it was incredible.
And you're back in charge of your career and your life.
I am. I literally drive 5 minutes to my little guitar shop, 5 minutes back home, and supper's on the table. My wife is so awesome. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. Now, mind you, I've been working on some new music. You know, Porter and I have been writing together through Little Texas. And I'm putting together a project, and these days I don't even know if people even release CDs anymore. It's more like a project, six-pack kind of thing or something. So I'm putting together something, and I'll probably do like maybe 30 or 40 dates next year, going out on the road and doing some shows.
That's a nice amount. You know,
Yeah.
It's almost like taking a big vacation, go out and get some shows, make a little bit of money, come back home and have your life again.
That's exactly right. And my boy's kind of curious now. He's like, Dad, did you really, were you really a star and all that? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, because how old is he now?
he's 8 now.
Hey, so he's curious and
Right.
wants to know
Right.
what it is you do.
Exactly. So really, if we take those 30 or 40 days or whatever and use them, because we homeschool it,
Yeah.
and we use those days to maybe fly him out. He's never flown before. Fly him out on the road.
Do an education of where you are.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm ready for another music project for sure.
Yeah, when you and Porter played out in Whitewell, you were just having so much fun on stage. At least that's what it looked like.
I was. Yeah.
It had been the first time you'd been together on stage since 1999. That was cool. There was a real magic in the air. And you guys said that you were working on a project.
Yeah, we are. And Porter and I have been writing a lot, actually. We helped write the Andy Ross thing that you had mentioned earlier. And
Yeah, Little Texas and Andy Ross, that single is out on
Yeah.
iTunes. People can get that.
Oh, Back on the Back Roads, yeah. But yeah, we had to scratch the itch. You know, it was time to get back and start making some music again. And it's funny because when Porter and I get in a room together, something happens. You know, we just know what each other's thinking.
Do you ever look back at the pictures of you in Little Texas and you see like your head exploding in those pictures?
Yes, I do. It's funny because I went through so many phases during that time, and I was only there for 6 years. But I had come off the road with a guy named Josh Logan at the time. We played every honky tonk in America. Great experience, good and bad. but I come off the road doing that in Little Texas. I kind of learned who I was as a songwriter. I started writing songs then. I was more of a musician then. I was learning my production chops with pre-production. And even in the studio, we were starting to co-produce our records and stuff. But your head. Speaking of head, you go through these ego phases, and you go up and you come down. You go up and you come down. And you learn a lot. And there there was a lot of spiritual stuff that I was going through then too.
Yeah.
You know, that you just kind of learn who you are.
And I think people are going to find that out when they come out to Music City Pickers Live. Starts November 3rd.
November the 3rd, that's right.
Factory in Franklin. So if you're from outside the country or outside of Nashville and coming to town, make sure you come to town then and check out the show. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, please do. It's at musiccitypickerslive.com. And it'll kind of show you what our schedule is on there. And but yeah, I mean, we've got some great artists. We got J.D. Souther, who wrote all those things.
Beatles songs, has some good hits of his own. Lonely,
Exactly, yeah. And we got Brian White that's going to be coming in and playing. Next year, we've got some really, really great artists in the pipeline. I think Porter and I is going to do a show, just me and him again, you know. So if you little Texas fans out there, we want to come in and check that out. It'll be up on our calendar soon, probably in January.
When you guys have a project, we'll let Dave do it on the show.
I would love it. That'd be great.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How about a song?
I'll do one. I'll do one.
People may know this.
Yeah.
If you know the words, sing along.
I've seen a lot of places. I've been around the world. I've seen some pretty faces, been with some beautiful girls. But after all I've witnessed, one thing still amazes me. Just like a miracle, you have to see to believe. God bless Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land. Gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. First he let the sun shine, then he made the waters deep. Then he gave us moonlight for all the world to see. Now everybody knows that the Lord works in mysterious ways. He took a rest, then on the very next day, what he said. God bless Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land. Gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. I've been sent to spread the message.
God bless Texas. I was going to sing that. No way. I only sing in the car with the music so loud, I don't even have to hear it. Great. Brady Seals, thanks for joining us, man. Good luck with Music City Pickers Live.
Thank you.
November 3rd, check out the website, musiccitypickerslive.com. Brady Seals, man, you rock.
Thanks.
for coming by. Appreciate it.